Hello, Can family. Namaste, Adab, Shashikal. I hope everyone is doing good. So, November 4th, a very important day, what everyone was waiting for. The budget 2025 is announced. So, budget 2025 is something where the government propose a plan that what should be their next year's plan to develop the country. It includes all their financial, business, trade, healthcare, all the aspects of what need to be developed in economy. They covered everything. As you know, we are in immigration, so we need to talk and we need to look into that what's specific about this particular budget in when it related to the immigration. And guess what, we are coming live in the evening. If you're following our channel or Instagram or YouTube, like, I really wanted to get a live, so that in that live, if you wanted to have your question, you wanted to ask your question, definitely we will have the interactive way of educating you and your friend and your family. So as per this budget, the first important thing is the PR allocation is now decreased. As everyone might have know, last year it's already decreased to 395k in 2025. This coming year now in 2026, 2028, the allocation for the PR applications is now still more decreased, and now it will be 380k. Yes, it's a decrease in the PR application, which means now Canada will be more systematic and doing a more controlled immigration rather than what happened in 2021, 2022. Second important point is about the temporary resident visa, which includes worker, student, spousal open work permit, those category. There is a dip in the total number of allocations. So from 2026 to 2028, 15.5k, so 15,500 allocations is there per year. Then 2027, 2028, it will again dip down to 15k. Again, this is just a projections where Canada is saying that now, okay, we need to control our temporary residents or students or worker who's coming from outside Canada, because again, we wanted to give PR or get settled those individuals who are already in Canada. So the third point is, yes, it's a very good news. Canada is proposing that there should be an accelerated PR pathway. As per me, there would be a pathway where the category-based express entry draw, or people who are in demand job, or which the knock codes which is needed by Canada, that going to be more simplified. And yes, like around 33,000 applications will be accepted under this particular proposal. Please remember, it is not talking about TR to PR. It is not talking about the shortcut. It's not talking about that if you don't have a CRS point, or if you're working in a random job, you will get a PR. Again, this is very particularly talk about there would be a pathway which is designed to get a PR a little bit easy for those individuals who are needed by Canada. Fourth point is a very good news for refugees. Right now, you might have heard that the processing time went very high, around 2, 3, 4 years. Now there will be no new refugee claimant will be accepted. There is a flip by the government. Now they wanted to introduce one-time initiative where they wanted to make the refugee application a little bit more simplified. Again, Canada is one of the countries which gives shelter to a lot of refugees who are struggling back home. So yes, the government is considering them to give a positive support. Going to a fifth point, that is for the category-based express entry draw. It is very specifically mentioned that the required knock code categories, specifically healthcare, STEM, education, research sector, there would be a pathways which will be making the PR easy for them, because Canada needs them. One, yes, as we anticipated, that is for the H-1B visa. There would be a new pathway will be coming for those individuals, which was again in 2024, if you remember, from the US. If someone already hold a work permit, they can come to Canada. Same thing. It is just another good political game played by our Liberal in a very good way, where now the brain drain is going to happen from US to Canada. Again, my sincere request to current government is, why don't you look those individuals who spend money, who are on spousal open work permit, who are in Canada, and yes, they are also working in IT sectors, doing great for their Canadian employees. However, politics is politics. So H-1B visa, there can be a new pathway for them to get a work permit. Seventh point, budget allocation. It's a very significant thing. Like everyone know, right now, all the application processing time has significantly increased. And one of the major reasons for that is shortage of staff. The government understood that, okay, there has to be something done properly. So $1 million are kept on side. In next 4 years, they are going to be spending this much of money towards the immigration system to build up in a way that the scrutiny is done properly, the way of processing time can go down, genuine cases, and no fraud application is happening. So once again, positive move by the government. Going towards the next positive thing, that is international talent boost. Always Canada is one of the country where they support research, IT. Recently, the news was circulating that okay, the new global talent stream or a new innovative streams can gonna be get cancelled. No, there is a good news that if your ideas are good, which can help Canadian economy, which can bring a business to Canada, definitely there would be a good pathway will be coming under this particular proposal. But again, how the proposal would be, what are the eligibilities, how it's going to implement, when it's going to implement, and what are the background check, we don't know. In live, we are going to discuss this in detail, one by one point, where if you like to join us so that we can have a good interactive session and make this whole 2025 budget in most simplified and easy way. Literally, my only goal is to make our international students understand that how easy can be the PR process and how to decode this details of this whole budget thing. Again, very good news for the Francophone community. This year, the target is increased. So in now coming year, it will going from 9% increase by 0.5 every year. One of the good news is that if you are the person who is good, having a good language proficiency, if you get an NCLC level 7, there can be a work permit extension or there can be direct PR pathway, which is already there. You can see in 2025 a lot of draws happen already in a French speaking category, so it will continue. So if you learn French, it's good as of now. Going toward the last and most important thing is credential recognition reform. It's one of the most important thing which from last 2-3 years it's going on in a budget. The licensed professions, it's one of the most difficult job to fill that up because of the long processing time, difficult in getting the license, especially for doctors, physiotherapists, nurses. For them, the ESDC and the governing bodies are going to be working together in coming years so that a lot of talented, experienced doctors, physiotherapists, nurses especially can come to Canada who can work for the Canadian community. They can get a work permit, they can get a PR. Once again, this is just a budget. Government saying that yes, we are going to do that. How they're going to do that and how it is going to be implemented, that's something we have to wait and watch in 2026, where the IRCC, the governing body of immigration, will be proposing, they will be updating the news. So till that point, please do not panic. Just understand, decode the real facts, and definitely if you are the part of the CAN family, you will be getting the first-hand information whenever this kind of update will come. I will tell you genuinely that whether you have to be concerned at this point, this budget is neutral, where it's promoting a controlled immigration, but at the same time, it's promoting a lot of positive things. Like if your knock code is good, if you're coming to Canada to study in a good job, how to improve yourself, how to get a work permit, how to get a PR. Let's talk more in the live session. So see you there. Till that point, stay safe, stay positive. That's the way you can live in Canada.